What's up, y'all? This is Riley D. I'm finally back making a video. I know it's been a week. In this video, I'm gonna be. Excuse me a second.
Yeah.
Ugh, man. I wonder where I have to find the.
No. No.
Ugh. Sorry about that. Yeah. Anyways, in this video, I'm gonna be talking about the Spongebob again. It's gonna be a part 2. In this video, I'm gonna be talking about the episode I really want to talk about. Alright? Now, let's start with the stuck in the ringer. This episode started when SpongeBob taking a bath, and all of a sudden he slipped out the soap. He trying to get the soap until that rubbing duck and make him scared and make him stuck in the ringer. All of a sudden Patrick came in, and he was responsible for making SpongeBob stuck in the ringer when he found his rubber duck. And SpongeBob want Patrick to help SpongeBob to unstuck the ringer. But Patrick and his stupid ass self just put a forever glue on a ringer and make him stuck forever. Okay, first off, Patrick, are you that dumb? He just, I mean, are you gonna want your friend to stuck in a ringer forever? I mean, come on, just, wow, that's just stupid. And because of that, SpongeBob had to go to work with the ringer. And don't get me started on the Squidward part when he squirted a monster on Squidward's eye and found on Patty. That's very disturbing. As y'all know, in the ringer, it caused chaos, in the Krusty Krab, and because of that, Mr. Krabs threw out SpongeBob, and after that, Patrick had to cheer him up with some ice cream, but SpongeBob can't eat the ice cream because he can't swallow it because the ringer is blocking it. Until the carnival, SpongeBob has some hard times in the carnival because they're stuck in the ringer. And then SpongeBob finally yelled at Patrick, and like, if it wasn't for your forever glue, I would have been stuck in this thing. And Patrick said, I was trying to help. Help! I think you have helped quite enough today. Now, I gotta say this. This is a really good part. I mean, SpongeBob should yell at Patrick because he did some stupid ass stuff to put forever glue on a freaking ringer. That's just stupid as hell. But until after that, the crowd mad at SpongeBob, and the guy said, your body is not the only problem, it's your heart. And people mad at SpongeBob is walking away. Now hold on for a sec. Patrick was responsible for, putting a freaking forever glue in his dumb self, and you won't let SpongeBob to yell at him? You gotta be freaking kidding me. So Patrick had to not talking to SpongeBob, don't need SpongeBob anymore, but he can't help it to go check him out. But until then, Patrick started crying, and the tears went on the ringer and make him unstuck. And here's one of the worst ending ever. After he got unstuck in the ringer, he said, I guess crying can solve problems after all. No, SpongeBob, it's not. Okay, it's not. This episode freaking terrible. I mean, the only part I like when SpongeBob yell at Patrick, but honestly ruined because the crowd mad at SpongeBob. Which, I mean, Aren't he supposed to be mad, not supposed to mad at Patrick do some stupid ass thing like putting a forever glue on a ring and make him stuck forever? Wow. Alright, in the next episode I'm gonna be talking about is the, I forgot the episode name. The Club Lodge, whatever. This episode started when Squidward was immediately going to the club, but until then, SpongeBob and Patrick, um, when SpongeBob and Patrick trying to sneak up on following him and see what he's up to. And not only knows SpongeBob and Patrick went into the club, and because of that, Squidward got kicked out. but but here's one part that I really can't stand for this. When SpongeBob and Patrick trying to talk to him, saying that it's not Squidward's fault, but yet it's not really SpongeBob and Patrick's fault, you know. And God said, well, it's not Squidward's fault. It's not you two's fault. Then whose fault is it? And Patrick and his stupid ass self saying, well, maybe it's your fault. And because of that, Squidward will not be joining the club. Way to go, Patrick. You're just that stupid. Oh my god. And because that's SpongeBob and Patrick have to make their own club. But I'm gonna skip to that also. But let's go to the part when SpongeBob and Patrick trying to be disguised as the big sock, as an eel and something like that. And Squidward immediately fakely beat up the eel, which is SpongeBob and Patrick's disguise as the eel, the big sock. And he's finally in the club. But here's one thing that really ticks me off. SpongeBob and Patrick just ruined it again. After he made it to the club, SpongeBob and Patrick started cheering, and guess what? Squidward got kicked out. Oh my god. Oh, shoot. This episode sucks as well. I mean, seriously. I mean, here's first off. The reason I do not like don't like the episode was the Squidward torture. Trying to ruin everything from him. Man, that is not fine. That is just wrong. I mean, just leave Squidward alone. Just let him join the club. And now you just ruined it for him. Oh my god. In the next episode I'm going to be talking about is... Oh boy. Oh my god. This episode. A new pal for Gary. Oh my gosh. When do I have to freaking begin? Now, this start with SpongeBob was immediately went miserable because Gary was, in the house by himself. So immediately he just wanted a pal. But yet a lady trying to warn him to that thingy, I forgot what it's called. But it's like a monster thingy. But yet SpongeBob didn't even listen to her and ran off. And so call him Fluffy, whatever its name. I mean, here's one part I did not get. How come SpongeBob did not see or hear anything when one part when Gary was trying to do a squeaky toy, and SpongeBob just eating some food while watching TV? It's like, really? How do you not just hear or see that? I mean, that doesn't even make any freaking sense. But until then, in the night, Gary immediately saw Fluffy was a monster, a gigantic monster. So immediately, Gary, Fluffy chases Gary, around, and until SpongeBob's still sleeping. The next morning, oh my goodness, I'm gonna freaking punch him in the freaking face. But the next morning, we see one of the stupidest SpongeBob moments ever. Because when SpongeBob woke up and see what happened in the library, he's like, Gary! You know, Gary was immediately getting eaten by a monster. But SpongeBob said, you put Flippy down right now. And I'm like, how do you not freaking see that? Are you that stupid? Oh my god, SpongeBob. That freaking monster is gonna eat your freaking pet. Oh. Oh my god. Oh, it's just getting my freaking nerves. But until then, SpongeBob saved himself and SpongeBob from doing like a cowboy ringy thingy and saved himself and SpongeBob. But guess what? SpongeBob, after that, SpongeBob said, well, Gary, what do you have to say for yourself? And I'm like, oh my god. And because of that, he decided to take Gary to somewhere else where he wanted to go. And that's the end. Oh my freaking god. When will SpongeBob learn? I mean, it's his own fault for letting that dangerous pet, you know, if it wasn't for SpongeBob, he should have never taken that freaking monster. I mean, that pet thing, I don't care what it's called, but that's freaking stupid, alright? That's dumb. The next episode, oh my goodness, it makes me wanna, oh my gosh, face freeze. Hold on a sec, I need to take off my socks. Ah, alright. In this episode, SpongeBob and Patrick were making faces, but immediately Mr. Krabs stopped them and told them the story about the face freeze. It was about the guy who immediately stuck his tongue every people, but until when he did like 140 times, the tongue just froze and it got dried up and got off, which is freaking disturbing and disgusting. So SpongeBob and Patrick try to not make a face, but yet they still do. And they made a challenge to see who. Anyway, they just made a challenge to see who will make a fake face longer. But until when they fell asleep, and one morning they can't feel his face, and they can't feel or move their face, and only they rush to Sandy to help, and Sandy just give him a massage, but they give him way worse. But here's one problem: they're not really wearing a freaking helmet. I mean, if they didn't wear a helmet, then how they gonna survive? I mean, seriously. So then SpongeBob had to try to hide his face from Mr. Krabs he didn't even because he didn't want to see Mr. Krabs. Uh, he didn't want to see his face from Mr. Krabs. But yeah, it got filled when Patrick immediately went to the Krusty Krab and showed his face. And SpongeBob apologized and thought that it was a joke. Thought the story was a joke. But yet, Mr. Krabs immediately started getting angrier and angrier. But yet, his face got froze. Okay, 1 second. How did Mr. Krabs' face froze? I mean, I never even see him did an angry face in this episode. I mean, that doesn't even make any freaking sense. Until Squidward came in again and started laughing, and his face froze again. How that happened? And oh my gosh, the way they it's getting my freaking nerves. The episode sucked as well. Oh my gosh. I don't think I have.
What you doing? Video?
Yeah. Any, anyway, I have nothing else to say. I think I have to do part 3 of another episode of SpongeBob I will talk about. Oh, and stay tuned for the trends. The trends part 2 brand of the trends is gonna be coming up like tomorrow or Thursday. I don't know. Whenever I have the time. Anyway, before I have to before I have to sign out, I have to give a shout out to MegaDoopTV for making us to make an inspired video of my Spongebob Sucks nowadays. So MegaDoopTV, if you're watching this, thank you so much. I appreciate it. And you're right, I will deserve more subscribers. I mean, I really need more subscribers. I don't care if it's like 10,000 or 20,000 or 50,000. I don't care. I mean, I deserve more subscribers. So anyway, this is Riley D. Peace out.